We're back.
Hello, Noor. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. For our usual recap, and we're getting deep into the tournament.
We are, right? We're approaching semifinals, and so much has happened since we last spoke.
It has, and I am wearing some swag, and I have some swag behind to celebrate someone who is no longer with us in the tournament, Federer. I'm wearing one of his last Australian Open jerseys, and behind us, Wilson Pro stuff, his first racket. The
Well,
New York Times is titling Federer lost the Wimbledon maybe for the last time. What do you think, Noor?
I don't know, but this is all what's on top of my mind right now because last time we spoke about Djokovic briefly and his spirit animal as a wolf. Honestly, I have like a fear of him because I see that he's winning three sets straight. It's like no problem every match. And I really, maybe because I thought that it would be a Federer Novak final. And now I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? What does this mean?
I think it, and unfortunately means that if this is the level of play of Federer, he's probably playing at the level of someone around the 20th ranking, and he can hang on for a while and still make quarters, still make deep runs at non-slam tournament. But is that what he wishes, or wouldn't he prefer an exit like Sampras on a high note? Maybe
Yeah.
I'm too like fast forwarding, but I was hoping for a deeper run. That's Islam, and it got bagel today, and it
Yeah.
was the deserved loser.
I know. It's like the tension in my head, I think, because on one hand, I do think Federer will come back. I actually do think he's going to get one more and it's going to be glorious and it's going to happen, right? Like I can see that for Federer. But on the other hand, the tension in my head is also how clear it is that like the old guard and the new guard, I mean, this is real, and Djokovic is, Nadal, we'll see in the US Open, he's it right now, right? He's the top dog no matter what. And you kind of know that like Federer, outside of what I think is going to be one more glorious Grand Slam, and what's left is all these sort of younger people that are like fighting for it. But I don't know. I don't know who at this point is up to the task, the
I
challenge.
think you I think you're right. It's clear now that it's not a triumvirate; it is a duopoly, right? At best, and Djokovic is the one that's strongest right now. And the my view is that there is no clear challenger, but it probably comes down to how any of the two players that are left to face him feel on the day. They need to go to the court and play the match of their life. And Fuchsovic today, try to keep him, keep the ball on the other end, like try to keep longer alleys. That's not how you beat Djokovic. You need to
Yeah.
go. You probably need to go out and be okay doing tons of unforced errors, but just looking for winners after winners after winners, because
Yeah.
that's how you wear him down. And
How are you
yeah,
feeling about Berrettini versus Shapovalov? I mean, I think they both played today. They both look good to me, but I mean, what are you thinking?
I think Shapovalov looked great. I've never seen him, more solid on the baseline. He's always been a terrific creative player with a lot of touch, but today it really shined against Kashanov. Was a super solid from the baseline, and he. I think he gets to the semifinal with nothing to lose. He's gonna have to play that, you know, Troy Lolin game against Djokovic. So I think it's dangerous. I think
Yeah.
Djokovic is going to win, but but it's not going to be as easy as it's been today. Berrettini, I liked how we started and finished the game.
Yeah.
He complicated things a bit in the middle, but it's always hard when you play a friend. Apparently, Aliassim, Auger Aliassim is a really good friend of his.
I really kind of loved him. Maybe I don't know him well, but I've really enjoyed watching him. I hope it's not the last time we're going to be. I hope I get to see him more.
Yeah, no, it's me too. It's always been. I think he has kind of a dismal record of finals. Like he's lost in 5 or 6 finals he has gone to. So like he's really always about to break through. It looks super talented, great serve, nice guy to boot. So I'm rooting for him as well.
He's funny, so I do hope we see more of him because I think he's been a fun plot twist in this last.
Yeah. But yeah, Berrettini did not play his best match today, but it's good to win also when you don't play your best. So and now he's got the dangerous Pole, Hurkacz in the semis, the winner of Federer, and that's going to be an interesting one because Hurkacz doesn't make much noise, but is a greatly effective player on grass.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about who's left, but there is obviously this urge in me that, that the final against who will probably be Djokovic will be a good one. You want a good final.
What's your best final, Noor? What if you could have a dream final?
I mean, listen, I love it wasn't fun for you. It's hard, right? Because I'm still in this mind frame. I think once I move past this, Nadal's retired, I'll be ready to have an open mind. But I enjoyed watching Nadal crush Djokovic at that French Open. I know you didn't think that was an exciting match, but
I thought it was great. I thought Nadal was almost too good to be true there. So
it wasn't exciting in the it was fast, right? It wasn't exciting in the way we want tennis to be, which is a comeback or you're down and you're up. But for what's coming up, either of the two winners today against Djokovic, I think would be fun. Would be fun to watch. If they're playing at their best, I think it'll be a good match.
So you don't have a favorite for, let's say, should Djokovic get in the final? Who do you think would have the best chances to?
Anyone but Djokovic, but I don't know. I don't have this I'm getting to know these players, and I don't have I like Shapovalov and I like Berrettini, and I'm not I'm not in love, but they're exciting. They're playing well. I root for them. I will root for them. So let's
Hopefully
see. On the women's side, I have some questions for you. One, last time we talked, it was really exciting to see Jabber make it, and the first Arab woman to get this far, and she made it to the quarterfinals, where it ended. But still, I was really happy to see her get this far. And who's left? I don't know. How do you feel about Kerber?
I'm a big fan of Kerber. I think she's she has a rare ability to turn defense into attack. She reminded me of kind of she's left-handed, gets every super hard ball into play and can counterattack. She reminds me of a little bit Nadal-like abilities. She's got 3 slams. She's probably the most experienced at that level of anyone who's left. So I think she's.
What's your favorite female final match?
What would be my favorite match? I would love a Kerber versus Sabalenka. Sabalenka who won against Jabber. She is, the contrast of style there could be really good because Sabalenka, hits very hard and very deep from the baseline, and Kerber gets a lot of balls back into play and could turn them into attack. It's also young versus like established guard.
Hmm.
I like that a little bit better than Barty. Nothing against Barty, but I'm just not that very excited by her game. Very effective game, but doesn't get me
Yeah.
too excited.
Oh, well then, I'm excited. I hope that that's what we see. What did you think about, I was a little bit upset. I don't know. How do you feel about John McEnroe?
Well, I haven't followed him much during these championships. In general, I think are you asking as a player or as a commentator now?
I don't know. As a commentator, I guess I was really upset to hear about his sort of response about, the wild card British teen Emma Raducanu. There was I guess I don't understand it, why there was so much like drama around her having to retire from the tournament. I wonder what you think. I mean, my instinct, unfortunately, is like she's a young woman, and that was sort of McEnroe's response, kind of, was as much, which was basically, she has to like toughen up or something like that, right? And I found that to be really offensive, and I think he would get a lot of backlash around it. I think it's unfortunate because to me, what I would like to see in tennis, and you see it more in other sports, is, whether it's Serena or Naomi Osaka. In this situation, we're not sure what happened, right? It was a physical ailment. But for like the male tennis players to be supportive and to, whether they're the old guard or the new guard, to really be like supporting female tennis players. And I think it was just disappointing.
Yeah, it's. I think it's so. There's also. I would agree with that. There's also kind of a little bit of differential of power here, right? McEnroe, and 6 or 7 time Grand Slam winner, established figure. Going after Raducanu was, outside of a 300. It said, how much can players handle? It makes you look at the guys who have been around and the girls for so long, how well they can handle it. I think it's, yeah.
I just don't think if it was like a male tennis player, like same position, the response would have been the same. And unfortunately, I do think there's like sexism attached to it, and I'm disappointed in McEnroe. And I do think like I think the tennis players need to be more supportive, and I think that's what's missing in this game, where I see it in football and soccer. I see it where something happens and like the male counterparts will stand up and support. If the women are leading, whether it's around mental health or whatever it is, I think the men here, not only are they not standing in support, they're sort of kind of also being like demeaning in this way, which I just don't think it was the right approach.
Yeah, it's John McEnroe is not the first time he puts himself into that position, and I think his comments around Serena would probably be ranked 700 in the world. I think the concept in and of itself may be factually correct because of a difference in body types and in strength, but I think that the delivery and it's you wonder whether he knows no better or if it's a play to get relevance and to get clicks and to continue being talked about, just almost being provocative for the sake of being provocative. For me, the power differential of power is that's also something that doesn't justify the commentary. I think Raducanu did amazing to get to that level. I think I saw the match, she really gave it all.
No, I mean, that's a good point. Like maybe McEnroe is just being provocative, but I mean, honestly, this isn't going to last. Like whatever this generational gap is, the new generation, I do not think is going to accept this kind of commentary. So
No.
you know, it's cute. It's cute for as long as he thinks he can do it, but I think it's a bit time's up for that.
Yeah, I think he gave his best when he had the racket.
Yeah, right.
You know, yeah, that's how I how I still see it, and it makes me kind of
a bit of a brat, right? I mean, even then.
It makes me kind of laugh how if you have actually seen the movie Borg versus McEnroe, which is as a tennis fan, I thought it was great. McEnroe actually doesn't like the portrayal of him, which is probably a sign that they got it close, right? Because
it's recorded. It's not like this is fake news. Like that video exists, so it's not like we have to, you know, make it up. It's still there, right?
Exactly. Shia LaBeouf almost quoted word for word. You know the you know.
Have you ever heard Agassi's rendition of his meltdown?
No,
it's funny. Look at it. He actually does a kind of good job in front of McEnroe. He does it like, you know, he's making fun.
Okay. Well, no, I'll look him. I'll look it up.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I have anything else. What's any other thoughts?
Well, no, I think you know the only thought that I live with is you know, on Sunday there's going to be a final of a Euro and the final of a Championships all in London, so it's going to be a little bit of a busy city. Hopefully that nothing will.
Who are you rooting for on Sunday in the Euros?
I have a slight preference for Italy, just a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm. Did they have to win penalty kicks last night?
Oh, they did, and my voice is it's a little bit affected by you know, potentially screaming to incite them to score. Penalties have not been kind to Italian teams in the past, so but England just qualified, so we'll see how it goes.
Congratulations, you might get 2 Italians in 2 finals on Sunday.
I'm not saying that out loud because you know, Berrettini is the first semifinalist in Wimbledon, Italian, after 61 years. Male semifinalist, right? Not male and female. So part of me is like, I'm happy with that, but part of me is like, okay, statistically could get to the final, but let's cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, it will be a pretty exciting Sunday if that happens.
I'd be excited for you. I'm certainly cheering Italy over England on Sunday.
Grazie.
You have my vote.
And I'm cheering against Djokovic, even though I respect him.
Thank you. But what is this, even though I respect him? He can't hear us.
Well, you never know. You know,
okay,
with
so
our
catch up at after the final, I think. Yeah.
Let's do that, and please you know, keep if you'd like us to talk about something else in our next video, please comment.
Yeah, if you want more football talk, if you want more Italy talk, we have we
multitask here.
Yeah. Okay, now have a good night.
Cheers, Noor.
Bye.
Bye.